Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am your host Zach, and today I was at the thrift store and I found this amazing little crossbody sling bag, and I really wanted to see what I could do to make it my little EDC everyday carry bag. So let's crack into that today on Airborne Outdoors.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to try something a little different, as I have the sling pack on now, and I thought I would just wear it and we'll unpack it and I'll bring you guys in close to check some of the details, and we'll just see all what I was able to pack out. And now I did look this, I only paid like $5.99 for this sling bag at the thrift store today, and I was able to Google it, and it was like a $25-30 bag, so I was pretty happy that I got a pretty sweet deal on it. But it really is nice. It has a lot of pockets and a lot of organizations. And to comply with FTC regulations, I do want to say right away, guys, that I will have some Amazon affiliate links in the description box that detail some of the products in this kit if you want to take a second look at them, although that is not really what the whole video is all about. So, as I said, I kind of have my pockets empty right now. I got my keys attached to my side, but I did put like my phone and my wallet in the bag to kind of have this more as an EDC urban. I'm kind of in a suburban area. I work very near my home, so this would be a great bag where I would be able to just have this on my desk in my bedroom and wake up, get dressed, and be able to just pop this thing on and head out and see what all I have. So just in the top flap here, guys, we have some different organization. We have just a little flap here that connects down, and I was able, this isn't even my regular cell phone, but I threw a cell phone in here. And then I have my my Anker charger and a cord. So just right on the top there, guys, was able to have my cell phone and my extra power bank in there. And we're going to zoom in on these things on the table afterwards, but I just thought I would take this kind of angle and so you can see me wearing it and see what all we have. So just in this top pocket that went along with the phone, I had my Atwood micro paracord, just a little 100-pound cordage, something that could come in handy in a lot of situations. I think it's one of those things where if you actually had it on you every day, you'd realize how often this stuff comes in handy. And then for my fire piece, I just went with a very simple Bic lighter where I have my duct tape on there and electrical tape. So I have a few items just in one thing, and then along in that top kit to go with my, this is my only fire options. I threw in those fire plugs again, guys, and again there will be a link for these in the description box. If you don't look at anything else in the description box, I highly recommend. These are 30 in a pack, and they're dirt cheap, and they work great. And it just happens to fit 9 in this sweet little baggie that I had. So we'll zoom back out here, and we'll see I have a couple things just dangling here. And, you know, in an urban situation, just to be able to pop that light on, have it hanging there. Walking up to your car, into your house, your back door, you can't see it, boom, it's just already there. And then also to have that little titanium barrel whistle on there. In an emergency, to be able to make a loud noise, as I've said before. And then I do have this just attached with a, just a little, kind of a little clip. Put my O-rings on there, attach my things, and so I got a sweet little way to just clip that on and off. And so we'll lay that down there just so we can pan out on that later. But there we are. We have that top pocket taken care of. We have a couple items on the outside here. So right in this front pocket, got multiple organizational pockets here. And then this front one, I thought that would be a great spot to just have my wallet. So you can pop that out. You're at the gas station. It's just the front. It's always the front pocket, and you're just right there. There's something else. Even though I always keep my keys clipped on my front there, I could clip my keys there too. So that'd be just something to think about. That little D-ring on the outside is awesome. So wallet right in the front, and then I have another pocket in the front here. And if I can find a link to this bag, I'll actually link it, because my wife actually is the one that found it at the thrift store, and she's from the Philippines, and it's very common that everybody wears a bag in the Philippines because they don't have heavy jackets or even jeans with pockets. They have shorts and a t-shirt on all the time. It's never cold. They never need a hat. You never need a jacket. And so they have a bag a lot. And she's like, hey, you can bring this bag to the Philippines. I'm like, hey, I want to
I want to make a bag, make a kit out of that. So right in the front there too. All right, guys, so our audio cut out, and so we're having a voiceover, but we're going to do the best we can with it. And here we're showing our goo pack, the vanilla bean goo pack with the added caffeine. Has 40 milligrams of caffeine derived from green tea extract, so it is actually better caffeine than you would get from like black coffee caffeine. So we're gonna put some Amazon affiliate links for some of these products, and this one is a really great one to have on you. 100 calories, 40 grams of caffeine. When I used to run half marathons, I use those things all the time. And then also we just have these electrolyte tablets, and there's something that you can take without water. You just pop 2 of them as a serving, and it gives you the balanced amount of sodium, magnesium, and potassium in the right amounts. And so here's our little what is this called, the TrueBlue water straw, something like that. We'll have a link to it in the description box, but it is just a great tiny little straw that even if it only filters like 50 gallons of water, it's something to have on you in an emergency that is very affordable and readily accessible in such a small kit, to not have a giant product on you that just won't fit anyway. So definitely think about checking that out. Next here, what do we got? I was showing how I have my my Leatherman bolster on me, and that I actually used it 3 times today just having it on my side. But because I wanted this kit to be a kind of an all-inclusive EDC bag, that I'm going to have my wallet and my phone and my keys and everything with me, to just have my my primary Leatherman or multi-tool on me. And so in this kit I put the Leatherman SideKick, and this is like the first Leatherman I had ever bought. I found it on sale on Amazon years ago, probably 15, 20 years ago. And so it was a great deal. And as far as compared to the bolster, it just has the addition of the saw. You still have your screwdrivers and your blade and your pliers and can opener and stuff like that. So it's a great little piece of kit. I left it in its case so that, you know, I could pull that out of there, and if I'm in a situation where I'm going to be using it, I could just attach it to my belt, or and just keeping it safe in its case as well. But just keeping it together and easily accessible and ready available. And here I was thinking about, what would I put in a kit that is just one individual cover option that could, you know, do the best job at saving my life or increasing my comfort in an emergency situation. And, you know, you got like your little rain ponchos and you got your little Mylar blankets, but this is just one of those Mylar emergency sleeping bags. And I thought, in the most desperate situation, in the smallest piece of, you know, kit I could put in a small space, I would probably take that emergency bivy bag, sleeping bag type item. And I don't think I'm going to have an exact affiliate link for that particular item, but they do have just the exact same things on Amazon, and we'll link them. And to go along with that, we have the hot hands hand warmers, and I've used these in a situation where I was freezing cold deer hunting, and just putting a couple of those in your pockets or in your gloves, or, you know, put one on your chest and put one in your lower back, and just kind of cover your body and keep you warm. But inside of that sleeping bag, it would be a big boost to your heat. So here we're looking, we have them front pockets empty, all that organization, phone, wallet, all of our emergency items. And then in the back here, just quick and easy to grab, we have that first aid kit. And we're going to throw that on the table just for now. But towards the end of the video here, we're going to lay everything out, and we're going to take a second look at that first aid kit. And then the very last item, no, second to the last item here, I went with my cloth item. That Ultimate Survival Technologies bandana has has all kinds of instructions and tips on it, and from stargazing to fire lighting and shelter building. And I'm showing how this was a brand new one that I didn't even unfold completely yet, because I do have probably at least 3 of these things laying around, because they're so affordable and so great for kits like this. Just fold flat, work great for first aid. And you know, if you're in the Boy Scouts or read about like everything they do with their handkerchief and the Boy Scouts, you know, this thing is just, along with that duct tape on that lighter. Yeah, you can cut up that cloth and make band-aids and pack it in bandages of different sizes and shapes. So, and then right towards the end here, I was like, oh yeah, look at this. I have my forgot I have my pepper spray tucked on the top there, just right on the outside, quick and easy to grab. I always think about this from when I was a paper delivery boy 25 years ago. Even though I was an adult and I had a truck and everything, dogs did charge at me and run at me many times. And this is something I always wish I would have had on myself, especially once when a pit bull really chased me down and I had to jump. I had to run and jump into the bed of my car to escape him, and before his owner was able to get out of the house and come and save me. Before I had to use a more disciplined form of self-defense. But this is my Taurus PT-111, the G2 Millennium. There's a C model, but that's a newer one. This is the older non-C model. And I'm showing here how I have the extended magazine. It comes with 2 flush-fitting 10-round magazines, and then I have a couple 12-round extended magazines. But it's just your standard 9mm. It has a great warranty. But as far as like the most reliable handgun in the world, I definitely would not rely on this. But because of the size of it, you know, I have smaller revolvers. I have larger 9mm full size, kind of combat size pistol. Where this is something that just fits neatly in this little bag. And right here, I remember I was describing, you know, your average self-defense situation that involves a handgun is less than 7 feet away and fires less than 2 rounds. And so in a multiple attacker situation, especially where you're relying on this to defend yourself and your family and your wife and your kids and everybody around you, that maybe just having it is more important than anything, to just show like, hey, I'm able to defend myself, so why don't you guys just go away? And chances are, if they're unarmed or less armed, they will. And so here I'm showing the bag. You know, I'm hoping I can find this bag because it was an amazing deal and a sweet little piece of bag. So here we're continuing on, have everything laid out. Wanting to take a little deeper look at that first aid kit and some of the items we had in there. Just talking about it all being laid out, you know, it's not the most complete kit in like a deep woods situation, but that's really not what it's for. It's kind of that EDC carry for an urban, suburban environment, driving to work, going to the grocery store, having some items on you, and just being a little more prepared, or I would even say a lot more prepared to start a fire and administer first aid. Here we go. We have 10 of our aqua tabs. Was considering putting some type of water container or storage option in here, and being I'm in a suburban environment, and I was like, there's garbage and bottles and containers all over the place. The water's not clean anyway, so the bottle really doesn't need to be. And then talking about having to hike to go get gas or something, you know, having some moleskin on there to take care of your feet. And you know, there was our gauze roll and a gauze pad. Upgraded the kit with a couple more band-aids because I realized I only had a couple in there. So now we got 4 of our decent Equate band-aids. I won't have a link for those, but man, if you want to stop at Walmart and just pick up, I think it's like $3 for a box of those Equate band-aids. This is one of them situations where I remember some of the old survival stories with our Boy Scouts lost in the woods, and when he was rescued, they asked him what was one thing he would have wanted. Long story short, he was saying he wished he had some bug repellent, so that was okay to that. And here's my couple of single packs of dude wipes. Like I always say, when you need one, and sometimes you need 2. They just come in handy in so many situations, but of course for cleaning up in a messy situation. Here's some way to treat a cut, treat a small wound, scrapes. You know, we got some burn gel here. Starting that fire, burn your fingers. We got some triple antibiotic ointment, some alcohol prep pads. Being able to treat that wound and put some triple antibiotic ointment on it and cover it up. And here's that stop bleed. You know, basically a blood coagulant to help clot, to help create that scab, which for me could come in handy because I take aspirin like a lot of older guys do for heart conditions and stroke prevention. And so the blood doesn't clot as well. The platelets don't stick together because of the aspirin, and so it's a benefit to prevent some of those problems, but also it prevents blood from clogging up and creating a scab. So this can really help. And do your homework and do your research and feel, if you feel safe to use this, go ahead. If you don't, don't. Where I feel just fine. My stroke, I think, was more related to high blood pressure. So there's about the whole kit, guys. Again, just to be safe, I want to say we do have the Amazon affiliate links in the description box to many of these items. If you just want to support the channel or just easily shop for some of these items, I wouldn't expect anybody to be buying them all, but you want to buy that sweet little water straw for like less than 20 bucks, or pick up a really nice Leatherman SideKick. You got your knife and your saw and your pliers and your screwdrivers and can opener. It's kind of one of those things where it has everything you need and nothing that you don't. It's just really not, it's not overzealous. It just covers your bases and does the job wonderfully. I really do like to carry this multi-tool. The reason I didn't carry it today was because it has a saw, and I'm going to be running to thrift stores and gas stations and shopping around and buying groceries, and I don't think I'm going to need a saw. So I carried that little bolster just because it's lighter. But that's maybe I'll leave a link to the bolster and the SideKick because they're both just great little amazing multi-tools. And of course, Leatherman being the brand name in the multi-tool universe, you just cannot go wrong. Again, guys, I want to thank everybody. We hit the 2,000 subscribers. We got the channel monetized. We've already made a few dollars, and we're so excited and so thankful that the channel is taking off and that people are enjoying it. So I hope you will please like, share, and subscribe, and especially hit that thumbs up, comment on the video. Every little bit helps the algorithm to just interact with the channel in any way, as far as giving it the thumbs up or commenting on it. If you're new to the channel, I hope you will consider subscribing and coming back to see more of our wonderful videos. In the next couple days, I'm wanting to step my game up and make another larger kit. The last 2 days, I've made the smaller sling bag kits. And so tomorrow, I'm hoping I have a little more time at home day, not out shopping all day, and we can really invest a few hours into a larger kit in maybe my Rush 24, my 511 Rush 24. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time on Airborne Outdoors.